In the 1800s during the Edo period, people used the Tokaido station system to reach the Ise Grand Shrine. The shrine attracted 4 million people annually. Even dogs made pilgrimages to Ise? Interesting. In the 1860s, Ukiyo-e paintings influenced Western artists, leading to the Japonism movement. This video explores the 53 stations of the Tokaido, an example of Ukiyo-e. The series of Ukiyo-e prints, titled The 53 Stations of the Tokaido, was created by the painter Utagawa Hiroshige. In the series of 55 prints, this is the first piece, Nihonbashi. It is the renowned Hokkaido edition, published by Hokkaido and Senkakudo, which is the edition featured in this video. The success of this edition generated numerous publication requests for him. 2 esteemed editions emerged from these requests by other publishing houses. This print, another Nihonbashi, was issued by the publishing house Azakiya. It belongs to the Gyosho edition, named after the handwritten calligraphy-style Gyosho used in the title. Later, the copyright was transferred to the publishing house Yamadaya, and new designs for Nihonbashi, Fukuroi, and Goyu were published. This print is titled Nihonbashi, the Gyosho Yamadaya edition. This Nihonbashi was issued by the publishing house Maluya. It belongs to the Reisho edition, named after the sans block calligraphy-style Reisho used in the title. In addition to the 3 series listed here, Hiroshige produced 12 other Tokaido series, which indicates the immense popularity of the Ukiyo-e Tokaido. Let's take a closer look at the Ukiyo-e prints. In our previous video, we stopped at Yoshida. Now, we are heading to Goyu. Here at Goyu, the Tokaido Highway and the Himekaido merge. Only 1.7 kilometers away is Akasaka, effectively the 2 towns are side by side. This print showcases a scramble for customers at the inns. The women, known as tomilna, actively attract customers to their inns. In this scene, a traveling samurai, having already decided to spend the night, is seen rinsing his feet at an old woman's suggestion. A woman watches the scuffle outside. She might be taking a break after acquiring the samurai as a new customer for the inn. The names of the craftsmen involved in the creation of this print are displayed on the wall of the inn. These signs pertain to the series The 53 Stations of the Tokaido. The name of the engraver is Jirobe. The printer is Heibei. Hiroshige's alias Ichiryu-sai. And the owner of the publishing house Hokkaido, Takenouchi Magohachi. This painting depicts the inside of a hotel in Akasaka. A blind masseuse, an onma, greets customers and guides them through the services. Next to him is a waitress, called an mishimari onna. Initially, the work of a mishimari onna consisted of serving food, cleaning, and making beds, but over 260 years, some of them also began to work as sex workers. The women in the waiting room, putting on makeup in front of the mirror, are serving as both waitresses and prostitutes. Their rates were 400 mon at night and 600 mon during the day, roughly equivalent to $100. Although there were about 20 brothels in Japan recognized by the shogunate, such as Yoshiwara in Edo City, this type of prostitution was not authorized by the shogunate. Despite being illegal, it is said that the shogunate tolerated this economy to maintain stability in the management of the post towns. The inn depicted by Hiroshige in this print still exists. The inn called Ohashiya was established in 1649 and operated until its closure in March 2015. The current building was constructed in 1716. This is the entrance to Fujikawa Post Town, marked by this fence serving as the boundary line. Currently, a procession is arriving at the entrance to Fujikawa, and town officials are welcoming the procession with bowed heads. Every year on August 1st, there is a custom in which the shogunate present horses to the royal court, and this is what they do. It is interesting to see the puppies in line alongside the state officials. This is Okazaki Post Town, the birthplace of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the Edo shogunate. Okazaki Castle is visible in the background. In the foreground, the Yahagi Bridge, a renowned tourist attraction, stretches 370 meters and holds the distinction of being the longest bridge on the Tokaido Highway. A procession of daimyo is currently passing by. Members of the public, please move aside. A unique dark miso called Hacho miso is an Okazaki delicacy. Due to limited access to animal protein, soy products were a logical choice for the Japanese. They used soy not only as a seasoning in dishes but also in desserts. This area is called Chiryu Post Town. It is said that the name came from a pond nearby that was full of koi fishes and crucian carps. Although it is written this way today, the pronunciation is the same. Every year from April 25th to May 5th, a horse market is held, gathering about 500 horses along with horse dealers and owners. This large pine tree was known as Dango Matsu, meaning the discussing pine. The dealers are discussing prices under the tree. Every year, actors, prostitutes, and other celebrities come to see this horse market. This Narumi is a town known for tie-dyeing. A local specialty Ali Matsushibori is particularly famous. It involves binding cloth with thread, dyeing, and adorning it with various patterns. This Ukiyo-e illustrates stores selling Ali Matsushibori. To captivate shoppers, the store's interior is vividly painted, while the exterior is depicted in dark tones. Inside, there are no chairs. Instead, a raised stage displays the products, where customers sit to discuss business with store clerks. Outside the store, fire prevention devices called tensuyoke are visible. These devices store rainwater in a large tub below, and in case of a fire, people use the smaller bucket above to relay water. Such equipment was commonly seen in urban districts. Narumi is a place that is well known for being the site of the Battle of Okahazama, which had a major impact on the life of the shogun Ieyasu. If you would like to learn more about the Battle of Okahazama, please check our video. The link is provided below this video. Atsuta Shrine is an ancient shrine dedicated to a sacred sword that appears in mythology, and Miya Post Town developed as the town in front of the shrine. Miya also serves as a meeting point for various highways, and as the largest lodging town on the Tokaido Highway, it is crowded with many people. This scene captures a festival where participants chase two horses. Divided into red and blue groups, they compete against each other. Note, however, that there is no such event. This has led to the argument that Hiroshige did not go on a sketching trip. From this town, travelers reach Kuwana by the only sea route on the highway. Sea route Hichili no Watashi. Between Miya and the next town, Kuwana, for major rivers Shonai, Kiso, Nagara, and Ibi flowed. While the land was suitable for cultivation, it was unsuitable for building a highway. Traveling by land took almost a full day, whereas crossing by sea took around 5 hours, therefore, it was common practice to opt for the sea route. The sea route fare varied, but during Hiroshige's time, it cost 63 mon or $13 for one adult person and 151 mon or $32 for luggage, which equated to what a single horse could carry, approximately 135 kilograms. This sea route, known as Hichili no Watashi, meaning a 28 kilometers distance ferry. The overland route, Sayakaido, was also known as Himekaido, meaning a princess road, as it was primarily used by women and children. Additionally, various routes included the route to Yokkaichi, skipping Kuwana, known as Juli no Watashi, meaning a 40 kilometers distance ferry, and the one from Yoshida to Ise Shrine, introduced in the previous video. Although the Tokaido Highway was the shortest and flattest route to Edo, it should not be forgotten that major rivers flowed through the region, causing delays in the itinerary. Now, we continue on the sea route, and the castle town of Kuwana at the mouth of the Ibi River comes into view. We are in front of the turret and stone walls of Kuwana Castle. 2 boats full of cargo are now entering the harbor, lowering their sails, and preparing for landing. A lot of people are also boarding on the ferry. Here, the Mitaki River flows in front of the Yokkaichi post town. This artwork, a pure landscape, has become a popular representative of this series, successfully capturing the flow of the wind. 2 travelers are visible on the bank, near a wooden bridge that appears to be a ferry landing. The picture portrays the contrast between a traveler who resists the wind with the hem of his raincoat fluttering and the one who cannot resist the wind chasing after his hat that has been blown away. You already know this hat, don't you? People use it for all weather. Do you remember this raincoat? It's the one that is made of straw or sometimes seaweed. Continuing onward, there is a junction with the Ise-Kaido, where tourists head to the popular Ise Grand Shrine. This is Ishiyakushi Post Town, depicting a scene of farm work. The rice is piled high, and the autumn harvest is over. Ishiyakushi-juku temple can be seen between the trees. People with eye diseases come here to pray for a cure. The large mountains in the distance are likely the Suzuka Mountains, providing a sense of perspective and depth in this artwork. We are now only 3 days away from our final destination, Kyoto. Before we reach Kyoto, let's make a stop at Ise Shrine. South of this location is the Ise Grand Shrine, a popular destination of its era. During the late Edo period, the number of tourists reached as high as 4 million each year, equivalent to 13% of the population. People flocked to Ise to express gratitude for their lives. The consensus is that this shrine exists for all. Therefore, personal requests such as healing disease are not allowed. The Ise Grand Shrine is officially known as Jingu, which simply means shrine. It is dedicated to the sun goddess Amaterasu and another fertility goddess who manages the food for the supreme goddess. Housed within the main building is a mirror called Yuta no Kagami that appears in mythology. It is shuffled between 2 buildings every 20 years. When it leaves a building, this building is reconstructed in preparation for the next time it will house the mirror. Since the deity must not be seen directly, the mirror's relocation occurs under a veil. So, it is unclear what the mirror looks like as no one has seen it. During the Sengoku period, this ceremony ceased for 120 years but was later revived due to the economic influence of Oda Nobunaga. In the Edo period, pilgrimages to Ise Shrine became common among the general populace. At a time when travel was restricted, pilgrimage was the only valid reason to journey. However, a round trip from Edo to Ise took 30 days and cost approximately 5 ryo, equivalent to $4,200, a significant expense for commoners. It was deemed a once-in-a-lifetime event. As a result, commoners often pooled their resources and drew lots to determine who would make the pilgrimage. Sometimes, even dogs were sent on pilgrimages. There's a story about a white Akita named Shilo, who, carrying a bag with travel expenses and a note, embarked on a pilgrimage from Mutsu to Ise in place of his ailing master. The note read, "Please help my dog, guide Shilo to Ise." After 2 months, the dog returned bearing an amulet, a list of expenses, and the remaining change. Representatives from various villages who visited Ise used funds gathered from their communities. Consequently, they felt obligated to return with something in hand. They returned with the latest fashions, songs, dances, seeds for new crops, and farming tools. These items fostered cultural and agricultural growth. Furthermore, experts believe that the experience fostered an awareness of Japan's diverse connections and nurtured a modern national consciousness. Ultimately, this form of tourism prepared Japan for westernization. What is a post town? The post towns featured in this video series are a type of relay station. In Japanese, it's known as Shukubamachi, which translates to hotel town. Explore how Goyu exemplifies the organization and functioning of the towns in this video. The most important facility was the relay station Toiyaba. This station received messengers carrying important documents and cargo, and the staff would then transport these items to the next post town. Moreover, when a daimyo procession arrived, the station staff was responsible for arranging their accommodations. Hanjin served as a facility for high-ranked samurai and court nobles to stay and rest. It was not a commercial lodging place. Residences of local influencers were often designated as the Hanjin. There were also alternative facilities known as waki-hunjin. Hatago, on the other hand, provided lodging and meals for general travelers. An example is Ohashiya in Akasaka. In the largest post town Miya, there were 248 hatagos. The cost of a night's stay ranged from about 130 to 200 mon, equivalent to 27 to 42 US. Kichin Yado refers to self-catering accommodations for general travelers. Kichin translates to the cost of firewood. That exactly means kitchen inn. The nightly cost for these accommodations typically ranges from 60 to 80 mon, equivalent to 12 to 17 US. Chaya serves as a resting place for travelers. In this video, we refer to them as cafes, but they provide tea, meals, liquor, and some even arrange for prostitutes. Stores, such as the tie-dye cloth store in Narumi, serve as the hub for travelers. These establishments offer travel goods and local specialties. Kosatsuba is a place where the shogunate displays notices, like the one at the entrance of Nihonbashi. During the Edo period, the literacy rate was high. Even if one could not read, there was always someone nearby who could. Masugata is a spot where the street was bent into a crank shape. Originally, it was a defensive facility designed to create a situation of 2-on-1 or 3-on-1. In the Okazaki post town, there are 27 such cranks on the highway. Masu refers to the square measuring cup found in Japanese bars. It describes an enclosed space that is similar to the masu.
Help motivate us to make more videos by liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching!